I just got to record this. I'm working on another breakdown, and now I see this as I went down the rabbit hole. But it wasn't far down the rabbit hole. This is Chuck Norris, and I'm noticing his birthday, March 10th. I know that's the Justin Herbert birthday, right? Now, Chuck Norris, he was in this show called Walker, Texas Ranger, right there. Walker, rhymes with Charger, right? Justin Herbert, a member of the Chargers in the NFL. Okay. But that's not even the biggest reason why I hit record right here because, and let me show you Justin Herbert real quick. Justin Herbert B Day. So you see, it's March 10th when you put the Y right there, and you're still gonna have to scroll, and then you're gonna have to zoom in right here. See Wikipedia. You see Justin Herbert with and you see the Chargers there with the uniform. Charger like Walker, same birthday again, Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger. But that's the birthday right there that matches. And you know what? That's Osama bin Laden's birthday. Right there. Okay? So you can ask yourself, so what does Osama bin Laden have to do with Chuck Norris? Well, I just showed you they have the same birthday. And I just showed you uh, Justin Herbert, right? But let's go back to Chuck Norris right here. Again, the same birthday as Justin Herbert of the Chargers and Osama bin Laden. So look, when we scroll back down to these movies and TV shows right here. Now, look, you see missing in action. Well, first, let's go up here. Well, missing in action, since I already brought it up, that's kind of like Osama bin Laden when he was missing. Remember? And they couldn't find him? Right? Missing in action. Isn't that interesting? Because they couldn't find him. A reporter would show up and do an interview. He was in a cave, right? Back now, but let's go back here. Now, look, this is Walker, Texas Ranger. In the past, I've made that connection with George Walker Bush, right? I put Gush. And you may know this if you're a part of the decoding community. Look at this right here. George Herbert Walker Bush, a member of the Republican Party and the eldest son of the 41st president, George H.W. Bush. But George W. Bush was president during 9/11. Okay? Right? But also, this is all like kind of on the fly as well. Okay? So I meant, but then the missing in action, again, like Osama bin Laden, but Walker, Texas Ranger, remember George Bush? I'm about to sneeze. Let me get it out of my system, right? Ah, that was a nice one. So, remember George W. Bush had an ownership in the Texas Rangers. There's going to be a lot of other connections here too. This is just my aspect of decoding, okay? Look at that. They had some kind of ownership with the Texas Rangers. George W. Bush. That's him. Minority owner and managing partner. You see that? So I've made that point before with Chuck Norris, okay? Isn't that amazing though? And and even the Delta Force right there. Again, missing in action like Osama was missing in action. Is my phone charged? It's on the charger. But anyways, right? Isn't that amazing? Missing in action. Chuck Norris, Justin Herbert, Osama bin Laden, all with the same birthday, March 10th. Remember, politics and BS equals 103 in the language. Okay? So 103 politics, 10th day of the third month, same day. Herbert, W. Bush, Chuck Norris, all with the same birthday. Let's get Chuck Norris back in here. Right here. Okay? I think I already had a tab up. But look at that, man. Again, let's look at these movies. Look at Delta Force. That makes me think of Air Force One, right? What is Air Force One? Look, the official radio call sign for any United States Air Force aircraft carrying the President of the United States. So that's like George W. Bush. Oh, and check this out. Damn. I almost forgot about this. So this is Chuck Norris, right? Also with the same birthday, or not the same birthday, but you kind of think of Chuck Woolery right here. Okay? The original host of Wheel of Fortune, but he also hosted The Love Connection, which is like Valentine's Day, which is right around the corner. I mean, that's undeniable right there. It's completely undeniable. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Come on, man, The Love Connection. And the name Chuck, oh yeah. But look at his birthday. Look at his birthday. March 16, 6 days after Chuck Norris. And you get the Chuck. That is absolutely ridiculous. He dies one day after the JFK assassination anniversary. He dies 3 days after Joe Biden's birthday. And then he's born 6 days after Chuck Norris? That's ridiculous. So this video might have went on a little longer than I anticipated. OMG. That's all I gotta say, man. There's probably more here. Let me know if you catch anything. Until next time.